Honestly, I think Derek is probably the slowest athlete on the high jump apron tonight. But when he talks about his jumping, he wants to go as slow as.
Hey, I'm Adam.
I'm Bryan.
Back with another episode of Buds and Suds.
So we have a real treat. This is our first Russian River sour that we're going to try. A friend of ours went up there and got us a few sours, brought some back, and gave us 3 to try. This is the first one.
Thanks, Phelps.
Yeah, thanks, Phelps. We really appreciate it. So this is Temptation. This is aged in chardonnay barrels for up to 15 months according to Untapped, up to 12 months according to the bottle. It should be really, really good. This is 9 to 12 months. It's 7.5% ABV. Again, I'm sure you guys know what this is if you know craft beer. And we are excited, super excited to be able to try this one. Yeah. Tonight is basically the night of sours.
It's sour night, first time on our channel.
Yeah.
We've done a sour, maybe, I think.
Yeah, and we've drank them off camera too.
Yeah. But this is our first night of sours.
Yeah, so
awesome.
If it doesn't sound like we know what we're talking about, it's probably because we don't.
We don't.
But
especially
still.
So this one, like you said, it's a Blondale, so it just pours that real yellow straw color, clear, white head there.
Yeah, I must have gotten a little more yeast in mine. Oops.
Oh.
I poured it. Well, I didn't want to waste it.
You kept pouring that bottle, but yeah.
I should have read in the bottle first. Oh well.
Clear.
I get oak barrel from it. I assume that's the Chardonnay barrels.
Yeah. I get a little of that funk.
I do get some funk.
Yeah. I don't get much barrel.
My initial
but I guess I almost get like maybe it is, maybe it's like kind of a white wine-ish that I'm getting in the nose.
That was the first thing I got, was just a little bit of oak character.
Yeah.
It may just be from the wine bottles or the wine barrels, but
yeah. But again, like I said, if it sounds like I don't know what I'm talking about, that's because I don't. So let's just.
Let's
cheers.
We can go back to the nose if we need to.
Whew.
It's light.
Very light.
Very light.
Very nice and tart.
The tart it's more tart than sour to me.
I don't get much. I mean, it's not as funky as I was getting on the nose. It's definitely just much more tart and kind of a dry finish for me.
Yeah, it is. I don't get any sweetness at all.
Very dry. And maybe like a little white wine tart, like a dry white wine. A little bit of oakiness there.
Yeah, I was going to say I get a little oak flavor.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I get some tannins too, a little bit of astringency.
Oh, okay, yeah. And so I've looked up that word because I'm not, again, not that experienced. So when someone says a tannic quality, I've looked up and I've heard, taking like a cotton ball or a tea bag and, rubbing it across your tongue. I do get that. I definitely get that on this one. I definitely get that tannic quality.
I'm sure that came from the Chardonnay barrels. I would assume so.
Since you said that, now I definitely get that in this one.
But I like that. I mean, that's what you expect because it was aged in wine barrels.
Yeah.
So, if it wasn't aged in wine barrels and you got that, then that would be an off flavor. But this is what you expect.
Intentional. So, I think it's very good for the style. Again, I'm just getting into these. Don't have a big experience. For me, this isn't something I would keep going back for. I know it gets a little higher rating, but for me, I would give it a 4.
I was going to give it a 4.25. I was between 4 and 4.25. I think I'd go up to a 4.25 just because I like the complexity of it. It's got it's got the complexity I expect, except I would have liked to have had a little more funk on the taste too. It's more tart than funk, but it's still really good. I'd give it a 4.25.
Yeah. And again, I'd like to revisit these once I have a little more experience. I may enjoy it more. I know these are, highly rated, highly sought after, and I enjoy this. Don't get me wrong. But from some of the experience I've had, including something tonight, it's just a little doesn't quite reach that level. So I'm gonna go with the 4.
Okay.
Anything else on there?
I'm just seeing if I get anything, once I've been acclimated to it.
Yeah.
I'm getting much more tannin as I'm getting into it.
I agree. I think that once you mentioned it, I was getting a lot of that.
That's good though.
No, it's good.
Good.
Thank you, Josh.
Thanks again,
Appreciate
Phelps.
it. Yep. Anyway, anything else? As always, if you can't have the beer you love the beer you have. Thanks.